I had skin cancer once. I'm not getting it again. Hello everybody. This is a much more last minute video than I originally intended. I have been so stressed out this week for a variety of different reasons. Monday we went on Audrey's final school field trip of high school. It was very important. We went to the Viles Arboretorium, I think is how it's pronounced, in Augusta. Had some very nice walking trails. Not super accessible. They had one accessible parking spot, and that was it. So we had to park in a public parking spot 5 minutes away, and we had to basically walk on the road to get there. So not the greatest, but once we actually got to the trails, it was really nice. And I got to spend a day with my mom and my sister, so that was fun. Then yesterday, I called a doctor. Well, I didn't call the doctor. I called the billing part of the hospital because I had some billing questions. Turns out I just read things wrong, which is fine. I've never had to do a automatic payment thing before for really big bills. You can see Finn has sleep-ins. Opal's on the bed too, but you can't see her. She's over by the She's here too. But yeah, I had some questions about that, but I got those answered. So I was supposed to film this yesterday after that, but I was entirely too stressed and decided to instead finish reading my book. It is Wednesday, the day before you were seeing this video, and I am finally ready to film. I was gonna put some makeup on and stuff like I normally do, but no, not today. Because what I would like to make a long dedicated video for is what I bring with me for road trips. Now, me and my family, we typically do one big vacation a year and some smaller day trips. This year, we're mainly just doing day trips around Maine, but I thought I would show you what I bring. Especially because being chronically ill, you just need to bring a lot of stuff. So if nothing else, let this be a little bit of a packing list for you. I recommend having just a dedicated bag. This is mine. It has both just carrying straps and over the shoulder straps, which is helpful. But yeah, I dedicate this bag to being my travel bag. So all of these things live here for at least the summer, so that when we are going on trips, I can have it pretty much ready to go. So even if I kind of get lost in the day before and don't have a lot of time to prep the day before, or maybe I forget because I do that sometimes, I at least have everything I need in this one bag so I can kind of just grab and go. It makes it a little bit easier. The first thing that's not in the bag right now is a travel blanket. This is one I picked up from Target a few years ago. It folds up into a pillow. It's a little lumpy right now because I fold it in the car, but it has a little strap on it so you can put it on the headrest and you can have a little bit of a cushion, or some whatever. I like to have a blanket because I get very cold very easily, and it's just nice sometimes to have that comfort when you're not doing super well. Always have a travel blanket with me. I especially like this for when I do the longer trips that are a few hours, for again the comfort in the car, but also I have a blanket that I have with me when I go on these longer trips where we're staying somewhere overnight. I get to have a little blanket with me, so that's a nice comfort item to have. So my bag has a few different sections, and me being me, they're all specific for certain things. So this first section is my outside section, I guess is the best way to call it. Things that I would use if we're going to be outside during the trip. So I have a pair of sunglasses because my eyes are very sensitive. They're very light in color. So I always have a pair of sunglasses with me. I have some sunscreen. I had skin cancer once. I'm not getting it again. So we have sunscreen. And I have a neck fan. So I can faint pretty easily. So having a neck fan has been super helpful. This is just a really basic one that I found on clearance. You can find them at Walmart. I want to say Target, but no one's really shopping at Target right now. Can't find them on Amazon, but again, nobody wants to shop on Amazon. But for the most part, they're pretty easy to find. This one I like because I can actually prop the fan up to face directly at my face, where other ones they just kind of sit and blow by your neck at the bottom. But this one I can actually point directly at my face, which can actually be very helpful. I also typically have some electrolyte drops with me. I have the buoy ones. Finally learned how to pronounce it. I know some people bring rescue salt. They have a rescue salt. I don't have that. I have this. I have it out right now because I ran out of my normal salt in my room, so I just have this out right now. This is a little camping seasoning thing. By the way, if you want things that you can take with you that are small and won't cause a lot of mess for your car, look in the camping section because this is for camping and it's meant for like salt and pepper. It has a lid. It can hold quite a bit. I don't know the exact. Does it say on the bottom how much? Let's see. I've never looked. It does not say how much. However, it does say that it's microwave safe. What does it say here? It doesn't. I don't know how much salt is in there, but there is quite a bit. I've only ever had to refill this one time, and I've had it for almost 5 years. So you can keep it for a pretty long time. I have just normal Himalayan salt in here, but as you can see, it's completely closed and the lid has a little pop up. So if I undo just the little pop up, you can see it's just a normal salt shaker and it closes pretty well. Like I'll shake it upside down, no salt comes out. So even if you do get the rescue salt, maybe just look into one of these camping salt shakers that have really good lids. What brand is this one? This is the Signatureware ones. I think we got them at Walmart. They work very well. I definitely recommend them. The next part don't actually have anything in them right now because this is where I would typically put an activity for myself. When I go on these trips, I will sometimes get to the point where I can't go like inside because sometimes we stop at grocery stores or like go to the bathroom or something. And so I just want to be in the car and I don't really want to be on my phone. So I bring crochet that I can do while we're driving. I bring a book to read. That's really the only two things that I bring. But I like having those two things for, again, if I'm in the car because I'm not doing well, to have something to kind of take my mind off of it that's not my phone. Also, just to have a fun project to work on while I'm there. Because again, I bring this on both road trips and full like vacation, like staying overnight. So having something to do also in the hotel room. Next is some basics. I have some sugar packets in here for when we stop and get drinks and I want to put a little sugar in them. And then I have some wet wipes because you always need wet wipes. Are you a wet wipe too? No. I have some Excedrin. I didn't realize that was in here. That needs to be put somewhere else. I'm going to put that to the side. So that can kind of lead into, where is it? Of course it's at the very bottom. This is my little medicine container, and I have every medicine that I take in here. This side is usually filled with double Tylenol because I am in pain constantly. The other side has Tylenol PM and Excedrin, but I put it in the wrong spot. Then I have some decongestion pills, some Claritin, and some Benadryl. So those are just some of the basic meds that I take. None of them are prescription, those are all over the counter stuff. And again, it's just nice to have for safety, just to know that I have those meds on me just in case something happens and I need them. I am prepared. And also, I can also share them with my family if they need them. If you hadn't guessed, the final section of this bag is pain stuff or just pain relief things. So we have quite a few braces to go through. This is a compression knee brace. This is really good for if I'm going to be walking around and my knee already hurts. Like I went to help a family member move recently and I had this on to help because it's easier for me to walk around in it than this knee brace, which is better for when I'm just sat in the car and need a little extra support. So this one I kind of strap on and I can sit and do it. So I have two different knee braces. These are ankle braces. They kind of look like socks but without the toes, and they can help when my ankles are swollen. And then I also typically have hand ones in here, but I needed them the other day, so they're not in the bag right now. But yeah, those are my braces I have right now. I'm looking into legging ones because I really need some help with my lower back and hips and some stomach compression when I'm not feeling super well. So if you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. Next is this. This is the Frenchie brand that Ashley Tisdale runs. They have this magnesium stick, which is really helpful for sore muscles, but also joint pain. I like to put it on especially when I'm in hotel rooms where the beds just suck and my back really hurts. Being able to roll that on just makes it easier to fall asleep, easier on me if I've had a long day in the car and I'm really stiff. Just to be able to move a little bit easier is really nice. The last thing in here is this heat band. This is actually from the dollar store. It's just one of those ones where I take it out of the package and I can adhere it onto myself and it'll heat up by itself. And it is really nice. It doesn't get too hot, but again, when I'm just in pain and I need some heat on me, that's really helpful. The only other thing I would want in this kind of bag is an instant cooling thing for when I overheat. The shell. I went to the beach. And then at the very bottom of the bag is the strap. So that's everything from the bag. Let me put it all away and I'll talk a little more. So that's everything from that bag. So like I said, if you're going on any sort of road trip, day trip type of thing, having just one of these bags is really helpful. I have a power bank in here too. I just saw it on the outside and realized I forgot to say it. This bag, by the way, is from TikTok shop. It's pretty good. You can also just throw everything in a canvas tote. I've done that before. Works just the same. The only things that aren't in here are food. I always make sure I bring food. So I eat every 2 to 3 hours. Because I pack the night before, I usually have a pretty good idea of how much food I need to bring. So if I'm going for the day, I'm going to have breakfast here typically. Well, let's just say I'm going to have breakfast here and I'm going to be back by like 7 o'clock, like a full day sort of thing. I would probably need 2 to 3 meals, again depending on when we come home, but I would pack an extra meal or enough for an extra snack. We're gonna have 2 eating windows. I'd pack for 3, so on and so forth, just to make sure that I have enough food on me, because I can't just walk into a store and get food. I can't go to McDonald's and just get a quick something to eat because I'm hungry. I have to bring my own food. I have a wheat allergy. So it's important to make sure that I have food. If it's a quick thing, like I probably am not going to be out very long, a protein bar is perfectly fine. I like the Go Macro bars or the Bob's Red Mill ones. The Go Macro ones are easier to find most places, so that's the one I've been eating the most. They also have a higher protein in them, so I like that. I like the Chomps beef sticks. I also like the Good Bean edamame beans. They have little like individual packets I like to bring. Those are like my 3 go-to snacks that I bring. If I'm gonna be out all day, I'll sometimes make overnight oats so that I can put them in a jar and just have them to eat. I've brought smoothies before. I've done pasta salads. Really, it's however much energy I have the night before for food. If I don't have much, it'll probably be the overnight oats in my normal snacks and call it good. The more energy I have, the more food I'll make. It really just depends. Then it's mobility aids. Typically, I'm a cane user most of the time, but if I'm gonna go out to like the botanical gardens or somewhere where I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking, I should bring my walker, but it's heavy as fuck, and I don't bring it. I know they make lighter ones, and I definitely want one. They're $500. So, not in the budget right now, but maybe soon. The last thing I would prep is my outfit. Well, I like looking cute, but also to make sure that I have on like compression socks to help me walk around better. That I have a good pair of comfy shoes, which I have normal like walking shoes. You can see they're New Balances. Mine are pretty old. I need a new pair because my feet chew through shoes. Complete side note, but feels very important. My feet, I think it's because of my EDS, instead of being flat, they tilt to the side, so I basically walk on the sides of my feet, and I have for a really long time. And it means that I devour shoes so fast. Like these slippers, I've had them for 6 months, and they're already like you can see, like I'm holding it completely straight and it's like leaning to one side, and that's because of my feet and the way they are. Yeah, I end up having to go through shoes pretty quickly, but I found that better quality shoes, because they're just a better material, they're stiffer, they last a lot longer. I have a pair of Doc Martens that have lasted me for 5 years and they're nowhere near close to needing to be replaced versus these New Balances I've had for 3 years and they need to be replaced. So yeah, I have those walking shoes. I also have a pair of Dr. Scholl's shoes that are white leather. I really like those. They're very comfortable, but they're also cute. So if I'm going just shopping with my mom, I have a cute pair of shoes to wear and they're not like athletic-y. I'll also make sure I have on my, what's it called? Emergency alert bracelet just to be on the safe side. Make sure I have that. Mine has a QR code on the back. I got it off of Amazon and it's so helpful to be able to go in and change what's going on, especially because I don't have diagnoses yet, that as new symptoms pop up, as new concerns arise, I can just go in and add whatever could happen to it, or I can take things away, I can clarify things, I can do different stuff. I don't need to buy one that has the exact engraving in it of wheat allergy, fainting, whatever. I can actually just have a QR code, it can be scanned, and people can see what's going on. So that's really nice. And the biggest thing for me is my parking pass. I think I have the old one up there. Hold on. So this is my old parking pass. It's red because it was a temporary one. This is what you would typically get if you had like a broken leg and it was going to heal and just needed something temporary. So I had this. It expired on Christmas last year, and since having it, it has made a world of difference when it comes to my being able to participate in shopping and just things in general. It used to be like we had to, be really careful how many stores I went into because I had to pick and choose. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go to certain stores that I wanted to go to because I physically couldn't. I was in too much pain, to being able to get out of the car super easily, to being able to go to every store because it wasn't that big of a walk anymore. So that's really helpful. That one stays in the car though, because we have one car, so it just stays in there and we just put it up when we're done using it. So yeah. Is there anything else? I don't think so. That's everything I can think of. So yeah, I prep the night before. That way everything's done. So when it's the morning, I just have to get up, do my skincare, put some sunscreen on, get dressed with the outfit that I already picked, go down, make some breakfast, have my coffee, and we can be out the door. And I can take as long as I need in the morning because I'm very slow, because my body does not like when I go fast. It doesn't end well, and I will have the most flared up shitty day when I don't take my time in the morning. So I do that. So a morning typically looks like my mom running around trying to do everything, getting herself ready, my sister asleep because she sleeps until the very last minute, and me just sort of walking around doing what I can. We all gather together at the end and out the door we go. So that's kind of how it works. I think that's it for me. This was a very last minute video on my end, so I'm sorry if I forgot anything. Like I said, I've been super stressed this week, but I wanted to make a video for all of you, especially because it's summer and a lot of people are going to go on trips. So if you're new to chronic illness, I hope this video was helpful. Or if you just wanted a little bit of an idea of what you should pack, again, I hope this video was helpful. I'm gonna go. I'm tired, and yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe. It really helps me out. On screen now are my social media handles if you'd like to see more day-to-day things that I get up to. And with that, I will see you next week for a brand new video.